Chamber Insight is brought to you by the Best Western Clock Tower Inn, featuring meeting rooms for 2 to 200. Host your next meeting at the Clock Tower.
Well, John, the Chamber recently took a bus trip, a bunch of grown-ups taking a bus trip. That's got to be a lot of fun. Tell me about it.
That was our kickoff event, we being the Yes for Kids committee to get positive passage of the mill levy that will be on the ballot May 8th. So our desire was to go to 3 different locations throughout the community to share with the community the desires of the school board, of the school administration, and of the business community with specific needs in those 3 different areas. Whether it was elementary school, middle school, or high school needs, there's a lot of needs that have been neglected since 2002, the last passage of a mill levy, and it was our desire to show in each of those areas what we need in those schools to make them more successful.
So why a bus? Why did you guys get out and actually get into a bus to go to schools? Why not just pick up the phone and send cards and letters like the Chamber is supposed to do?
Well, that was our hope. We wanted to really make it an awareness opportunity for people to see that this is a unique opportunity for us to pass a mill levy that hasn't been passed in 5 years, and we wanted to make sure that people don't see this just as another campaign to pass another mill levy. It's a significant milestone for Billings, and we needed to make a significant statement by getting on a bus and visiting those schools. We need to, as a community, focus on our quality of life and our quality education. Really what makes a community good is its education system, and what makes our future good is our education system. And there's some work to be done there, and we thought we needed to make a dramatic statement.
Now, you had some folks speak at each of the schools that they went to. Who were they addressing?
That's correct. They were addressing various parent groups as well as just the community in general through the media. It was an opportunity for us to work with the local media to explain the campaign in general and for them to broadcast where we were going to be going with the campaign, as well as in depth what the needs are of our school system. So our audience was the residents of Billings and School District 2.
And how were you received?
Very well. We've heard a lot of positive feedback from that, but we're also hearing a lot of feedback at the individual presentations that we've been giving since then to service groups such as Rotary and the Optimist clubs around the community. And that is one of our focus areas right now, is we want to get in front of many groups as possible to share the word of where the needs are, what the money would be used for if this mill levy passes. And we've been received very well with those groups as well.
Anytime you talk mill levy, you're going to have somebody saying, you know, the school has enough money. What they need to do is spend their money better, be more careful with the money that they have. What's your reaction to that?
Well, when we look at how we are funded compared to other communities around Montana, as well as our surrounding states, a per-student basis, as well as just the general passage of the mill levies over the last few years, puts us at a deficit of competitive programs, of programs that lure teachers out of our state, of programs that are better enabled to equip their students through computer labs and libraries. We get by right now. We are doing a good job, but I think our kids and our community deserve to be given the opportunity to have great experiences, not just good experiences. So every legislative session, the legislature will decide how much money the school systems should have as a cap. They then allocate a certain amount to each school system, and it's up to the local communities then to fill the gap. And the majority of the communities in all the AA schools around the state continue to fill that gap through passing mill levies. Billings has not done that since 2002. So we've got a lot of catch-up to be done, deferred maintenance and things like that. We haven't budgeted for textbooks in a number of years. Our kids are using outdated textbooks. And that's simply what we're asking voters to do through this mill levy. The average homeowner in the community would pay about $100 a year. That $100 barely covers the cost of a textbook. So you could look at it that every resident in the School District 2 system is being asked to buy 1 textbook for a student per year. Very insignificant amount.
Well, since we're talking about money, let's talk about money. Where's it going to go?
I think a couple of the significant areas when you look at the middle school and elementary schools is the fact that Beartooth in the K through 6 program the Beartooth school has been closed. This would allow us to reopen the Beartooth with a K through 6 program. It would alleviate a lot of overcrowding in the schools in the Heights. From the high school level, there is a pent-up demand for students wanting to attend the Career Center, which is close to the College of Technology. It's an opportunity for kids to focus on areas that they see themselves going into a career field after graduation, whether it's mechanics, whether it's early child care services, home building. They will have those hands-on experiences at the Career Center, and currently there's a significant waiting list of kids wanting to get into that program to take their next step after high school, and it simply is at capacity right now. The high school mill levy will help that out. It will also buy updated computer needs for the high schools as well as the elementary and middle schools, and it's important for the voters to understand that there will be two mill levies, one for the high schools at just over $2 million and one for the elementary and middle schools at $1.44 million. And both have strong needs. Both of those areas have strong needs. And we're just encouraging them to vote yes on both of them, not pick and choose one or the other. It's important that our kids start off with a strong education at the early level, and we continue that throughout high school.
Now, the Chamber has never really gotten involved in a mill levy vote before. Why all of a sudden do you pick this issue up?
Well, our mission really focuses on quality of life and economic development, and that all starts with having a strong workforce. And when you look at the quality of life issues surrounding quality education, it all ties so tightly to what our core mission is. Our unemployment rate in the community is 2.2% throughout Yellowstone County, one of the lowest in the nation. So it's important for us to make sure that we're doing all we can to help there be a viable workforce when these kids graduate. We are also getting very direct response from the hospitals and other businesses in the community who are having a tough time luring more employees or luring businesses to relocate simply because we have not passed a mill levy since 2002, and that has been stated by physicians who have been offered positions here and have declined for that reason. The people that we are putting through our school system right now will be the future of our healthcare providers. It will be the future of the workforce to make Billings a vibrant place to live. So regardless of whether you've got kids in the school system or not, having a good community with a solid foundation starts with our kids. Well, I would encourage everybody to visit the website, www.voteyesforbillingskids.com. And on that site they can sign up, first of all, to endorse the project, which will be important. We want to have as many people behind this endorsing it and being advocates for it as possible. And the first step as they're endorsing it will need to be for them to be educated on the issues. And that website has a full PowerPoint presentation as well as frequently asked questions and information on the history of our schools and why there is a need. So I would encourage people to look at that site. Financial contributions are desperately needed from the Yes for Kids committee. We need to get the word out to the entire community, and that obviously takes marketing money to do so. So we encourage businesses as well to endorse this, and if there's an opportunity for a representative from the Yes for Kids committee to give a presentation to the business employees or service groups, we'd like to hear from them as well.